Today we are putting on electric power steering on the SC. So let me show you what I got. Volvo pump. Talk about that in a sec. I got the connectors. This is just the standard Volvo whatever pump. So far I've just got this little tiny bracket bolted on so I can weld off this, build them out. But I got all the AN lines coming for here. And if you guys want to know, M16 by 1.5 is this thread. And then to the rack, it's 1.5 M16, same on the rack. And then just go to a straight, or I got a 45 from here, and then I got a straight for the other one, and I'll show you why. And then just dash 6 AN line, which is gonna be this stuff right here. And then that's your high pressure, then your low pressure, you can just run AN line, rubber hose. I'm just gonna end up using just a collection of hoses that I have. But, so I got those ordered, they'll be here today and tomorrow. But I found a spot for the pump, so let me show you that. Before that, let me go over this thing. So, this car has the pump as well. That's what it looks like. And the neck shorter, because I'm a freaking idiot and I dropped it when I got home. So don't do that. So, his JB welded. I mean, it works. It's not pressurized. It's just a reservoir. Not ideal, but is what it is, right? It's gonna work, so it's fine. But it actually might help me. So let me show you where it's going, and I'll show you why it might help. So it's gonna be sitting right under here. It's a tight fit. It's got room. There we go. So now it's not touching anything. This is obviously the front bumper. This is getting all ripped out. That wiring, so don't mind that. But yeah, so the reason why it's going here is for a couple reasons. First of all, if you can find a spot, then let me know, because there's nowhere. I could put it up here, but I'm running the factory ducting to help keep everything cool, the intercooler, the condenser, and the radiator. So it does not fit here because of the ducting. It's too tall. I could have gone over here. There's already a hole cut out, but this cold air intake is gonna be eventually extended and it's gonna go down. So it's a real cold air intake. And then other than that, there's not really anywhere else to go. Like there's turbo stuff everywhere else. Right here, it's too short, so that's not enough distance. So down there seems to be the best option. And you come around here, that's not like the exact position, but the cap's gonna fit right there, and you can get the cap off. And it might be a little pain, you have to get like a long funnel to fill it, but it's possible. So not the most ideal, but for what I'm working with, it'll be good. So like I said, I got that mount. I'm gonna probably not show much of the mounts, probably just afterwards I'll show you guys kind of how I mounted it. So I'm gonna finish that up, and then my line should be here today and tomorrow. But I have a test, so I can't work on it a ton. But after that, the end of this weekend, I should be able to get the whole thing done. It's a pretty simple process. Oh, and let me show you the lines, right? So we have our high pressure here, our low pressure up here. And if we come over here, this is our high pressure from the rack. This kind of sits right here, and then it comes up here to the original power steering pump. So if you unthread that to get rid of the banjo bolt, this is the M16 by 1.5 thread I was talking about, which I just realized I bought the wrong thing, because this is a female fitting and that's a male fitting, so that's sick. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. This is a female side, which I'm sure they make. Anyways, and then here is the low pressure side. That's pissing power or yeah, trans fluid everywhere. But this is your low pressure side, so that just needs to be a rubber hose that can hold some sort of pressure, just a little bit. Shouldn't really be much. And then now I gotta order the right fitting, but that's how I'm doing it. This is going to here, and then running AN line to the pump over here. Okay, so see, you can kind of see it. Let me get the light. Ugh. Here we go. Now you can see it. The cap is removable. It's not terrible. Just reach your hand in there and you can screw it off and then fill it. Kind of not ideal, but not the worst. So we're working with what we got. Down here, I got this mount made here, and then which goes to this side. And then I show that other mount, and then I got this one here that goes to the other one. The bolts aren't all the way threaded in, but now it's solid. It's touching in that corner just a hair, but I'm going to loosen these clamps and then tweak the intercooler piping just a little, and then I might even just glue, like cut a little piece of rubber hose and then glue it on, just because even if I tweak this I might still be hitting it. So that's an easy little thing. I've got the return line ran. I got these ugly hose clamps on it that I got at the junkyard, but these are hidden, so don't mind running them, and they're easy to remove. It comes down around another ugly clamp and then to the factory section here. And yeah, so now I just have to run the high pressure, which I'm just gonna zip tie across this line, I think, with the AN, and then go to there, but I'm just waiting for my fittings. But mechanical stuff is almost done, and then it'll be time to wire the thing in, and yeah. All right. This fitting is going to connect to the stock hose, straight AN, and this is going to go into the pump. They're the same threads, but this is going to go into the electric pump. This one is O-ringed because the stock one on the Volvo is O-ringed, so I got an O-ring one. So here's the stock line from the rack, and I got this adapter, which is going to go in M16 by 1.5 female to a -6 AN line. So once that gets threaded in, I got my straight section of my AN line, which then threads into there, just like that. And then if we come right here, I've got my 45 AN line that's probably gonna leak. That did it pretty bad. That's gonna go to the O-ringed one that I have. So that gets threaded into there. And then obviously this side connects to the AN side, and this side connects to the pump. Like I said, this is the O-ringed one, and then that threads into the high pressure on the pump. So yeah, let me get this line made, and yeah. Got the AN line on, and then with the adapter, then the line comes over here and goes into a 45, and then we got our M16 by 1.5 O-ringed fitting to go into the pump. So to recap, high pressure side, AN line, then it comes down to here on this stock hard line. Then the return is from this stock soft line. Technically it's soft all the way up to here, and then I just ran a soft line with some hose clamps up to there because it is low pressure. There's the cap. There is our wiring. For the wiring, you have, let's see here. You have your two big thick cables, constant power, constant ground. Then you're gonna have a plug with 3 wires coming out of it. And it's gonna be that left one from here. And that one is going to be the signal to turn it on. So that's gonna be a switch. So a key on switch or an engine running switch whichever you prefer. So get your power source from somewhere in the fuse box or somewhere. Now, bleed the system, fill it up, turn it lock to lock a few times, and let's go give her a spin. It feels a hair stiffer than OEM, I'd say. Right now, with the pump set up how it is, it's just on full speed all the time, but it seems fine. Here's a complete turnaround. So, pretty much effortless. But, can say that's a success. That's gonna be it for the power steering video. Goodbye.